Hello, everyone. I am delighted to welcome you to the 10th Annual Student Leadership Gala. We are here today to recognize and celebrate the accomplishments of our dedicated student leaders at San Jose State University. Each year, this event allows us to reflect on the many forms of leadership that students embody to make our campus and our world a better place. A lot has transpired with our university these past 10 years. And in some ways, of course, 2020 seemed like it lasted about 5 years all by itself. It will be wonderful come fall to start getting back to some semblance of normalcy. As you might imagine, I represent San Jose State at a variety of events around the state and even at the national and international levels. One of the themes I talk and write about most frequently is how committed our university is to the development of student leaders. Many of you in the audience are the perfect embodiment of the kind of student leaders we love to see flourish at San Jose State. It is students like you who led Money Magazine to rank us the #1 most transformative university in the nation. Educating our students on their civic responsibility, developing their leadership skills, and helping to equip them to be engaged in their communities are vitally important aspects of our public mission as educators at San Jose State. We know that our student leaders can become transformative agents for positive change in their communities. And that is why I am so proud of organizations like the Associated Students, Student Involvement, the Solidarity Network, and many others here on campus that are working so hard on this aspect of the higher education experience. We also have superb faculty members, staff, and others here at the university who are committed to our students' leadership growth. These past 14 months or so have been a tremendous challenge for everyone at the university. And to all of our student leaders in the audience today, I want to thank you and commend you for the resilience you have shown in the face of so many changes and obstacles. I have seen firsthand how you have continued to support one another and maintain a strong sense of community. I really admire and appreciate that. Congratulations to all of those student leaders being recognized today and honored at today's event. You are truly the civic and community leaders of the future, and we are so happy to see you prosper. I hope to see you all on campus one day soon, and in the meantime, go Spartans.
Thank you, President Papazian, for that warm welcome. Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us at the 10th Annual Student Leadership Gala. My name is Jordan Webb, and I currently serve as the Student Engagement Coordinator in Student Involvement. And on behalf of the Student Leadership Gala Committee, thank you all for joining us this evening. We are so honored to be celebrating the 10th year of honoring student leadership and service to San Jose State University. If you joined us early, you may have seen photos from virtual opportunities from this year and award winners from previous leadership galas, as well as words of wisdom from both current student leaders and previous award recipients. We are grateful to share this virtual space with you to honor your achievements, growth, and contributions to making San Jose State a better place for all. At this time, we'd like to welcome pre-recorded remarks from Ilse Busarello, member of SJSU's Native American Student Organization, who will provide us an important land acknowledgement.
While we gather at San Jose State University, we are gathered on the ethno-historic tribal territory of Diatmen Ohlone, who were direct ancestors of the lineages enrolled in the Muwekma Ohlone tribe, and who were missionized into Mission Santa Clara, San Jose, and Dolores, the land on which San Jose State University is established and continues to be of significance to the Muwekma Ohlone tribe. We also recognize that the ancestors of the Muwekma Ohlone constructed and maintained the 3 Bay Area missions. Our campus extends to surrounding areas that held Tupentaca Traditional Roadhouse, which were once located at the historic Lope Nigo Nangrat Rancho Pozolmi y Positas de las Animas, Little Wells of Souls, and also Marcelo, Pio, and Cristobal's land grant Rancho Ulistac, which were places of celebration and religious ceremonies, as well as nearby ancestral heritage shell mounds that served as the tribe's traditional cemetery sites and territorial monuments. San Jose State University also desires to honor the military service of the Loekma men and women who have honorably served overseas during World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, Desert Storm, Iraq, and who are still serving in the United Armed Forces today.
Thank you again to NASO, the Native American Student Organization at SJSU, for that land acknowledgement. Before we continue with our awards and recognitions for tonight, I would like to introduce Dylan Mazelis, Leadership Development Coordinator in Student Involvement, who will review a few logistics for our virtual space.
Thanks, Jordan. Many of us are familiar with the interactive features in Zoom, and we encourage everyone to engage with our speakers and award recipients tonight with as much enthusiasm and joy as if we were all celebrating together in the Student Union Ballroom. The chat feature will be our central place for all audience applause, technical questions, and other thoughts you would like to share. Click on the chat button at the bottom of your Zoom window to access the chat dialogue, and make sure your message is sent to everyone if you'd like others to see your message. As always, we ask that everyone using the chat upholds our institutional values and communicates with respect. We will also share helpful links in the chat throughout the program, such as a link tree that you may have already seen that includes a variety of useful links for tonight's event, including access to our digital program guide and a link to the virtual Gala guestbook that you can sign to provide words of affirmation or thanks to your fellow Spartans. If you'd like to join in on the social media discussion to highlight a specific recipient or nominee, celebrate the work of a student organization, or commend our students as a whole for their incredible leadership, please use the hashtag SJSULead. Our link tree also has some digital photo frames and a Zoom background as well, so we can bring the photo booth experience to your screens. We are recording tonight's event, which will be available to the public on the Student Involvement YouTube page. All attendees this evening will receive a link to the video when it is published in the near future. Captions are also available in Zoom and YouTube if you enable them in your settings. If you'd like, now is a great time to use the chat to share your name and where you're joining us from. In the spirit of tonight's celebrations, we'd also love to hear your shout outs for any students or organizations with us tonight. It is so nice to see so many of our members with us in our community, honoring our student leaders here. Now, let's take a look at all of the awards we'll be recognizing tonight. Here, you can see a list of our award categories and the order in which we will be presenting them. For the full program of nominees, please go to our link tree for a booklet version or a PDF that you can download for the memories. We will begin with the Vice President for Student Affairs Award for Exemplary Leadership and Service, moving on into the Solidarity Network recognition. Following these stellar students, associated students will go into the AS55 Awards and Board of Directors recognition. We will end this evening with a Student Involvement recognition, celebrating the Student Organization Awards and Leadership and Career Certificate Program recipients. To get this evening started, by presenting our first award, the Vice President for Student Affairs Award for Exemplary Leadership and Service, I would like to introduce our Vice President for Student Affairs, Patrick Day.
Thank you so much, and good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure for me to welcome you to this incredibly important event. It's so important that we take time to recognize the strength of our student body, the leadership that so many of you have exhibited over the course of what for all of us has been a year that we did not expect to be the case. So on behalf of myself and the Division of Student Affairs and the university, I want to say to all of you, well done. Thank you for being a part of what makes our institution great. Now, one way we recognize leadership each year is with the Vice President for Student Affairs Award for Exemplary Leadership and Service. This special distinction is awarded to an undergraduate student who has put in the work to create a lasting impact on campus while maintaining academic excellence. We look for students who have a history of inspiring, motivating, and empowering others, and who hold a true sense of Spartan pride and spirit. The nominations this year shared stories of optimism, creativity, initiative, and solidarity. All of these students have accomplished a lot in their journey so far, and the final decision was not an easy one. Our 2021 recipient embodies all of the values this award aims to recognize. They have been actively engaged with a variety of leadership activities during their time at San Jose State, and their influence extends beyond our campus into many other communities. Through their involvement with student organizations such as the Financial Management Association and Latino Business Student Association, this recipient has enhanced the student experience for many others. Their support for the business case competition provided students a chance to develop critical skills in a unique setting, and they have stepped up in numerous ways to support areas outside of their expertise. A fellow Spartan shared the following: "They always find ways to help us with our personal and professional growth, and they foster communication by being personable, friendly, and enthusiastic about even the smallest achievements. I believe what makes this person stand out is that they have not only taken advantage of these leadership opportunities, they create them as well. They are taking their last year as an SJSU student to empower other students and continue improving the Spartan community." As a Raven Fellow, this recipient represents a critical population on campus and has participated in many leadership activities to better themselves and this program. Continuing this cycle of service, their passion for serving underrepresented communities is evident. This recipient founded an online platform that provides free financial resources to high school and college students, which demonstrates their values of access and equity. Overall, this year's recipient is an excellent example of what it means to be a student leader at San Jose State University. I am happy to present this year's Vice President for Student Affairs Award for Exemplary Leadership and Service to Ishan Gupta. Please help me in congratulating him. Congratulations, Ishan. Well done. I certainly want to say and recognize all of our nominees and say thank you for your hard work and your contribution, which are the things that make this a community. Now I want to turn it back to our tremendous staff for pulling this together, and let's continue with the program.
Thank you so much for your time and for honoring Ishan, Patrick. We are now going to move on to our Solidarity Network recognitions. At this time, we would like to introduce Diana Victa, Department Manager of the Cesar E. Chavez Community Action Center, and Caitlin Meyer, Campus Community Garden Coordinator, to recognize student leaders for their social justice accomplishments and contributions to their departments and the campus at large.
Thank you, Jordan. The Solidarity Network of San Jose State University is a coalition of student affairs centers and campus partners fostering student leadership through multiple identities while establishing a social justice foundation. The Solidarity Network encourages collaboration between multiple communities and advocates for institutional change. The network is comprised of the students and staff of the following centers: Associated Students Cesar E. Chavez Community Action Center, Black Leadership and Opportunity Center, Chicanx Latinx Student Success Center, Gender Equity Center, Mosaic Cross-Cultural Center, Pride Center, and DocuSpartan Student Resource Center, and the Wellness and Health Promotion.
Tonight, we are honoring the accomplishments and social justice contributions of the students who have been nominated by students and staff from the Solidarity Network. Tonight's recipients of this recognition have consistently contributed to the centers that make up the network by going above and beyond in their leadership and advocacy. We wish to recognize and celebrate the following students.
Jasmine Detour. Jasmine Detour has produced outstanding work on behalf of the Mosaic Cross-Cultural Center for Hip Hop for Change Committee and Summit, Black History Month, the APIDA Task Force, and many other collaborative projects. Her involvement in Fresh Press Printmakers Guild, KA Alliance, and Meat Space magazine highlight her hardworking nature, compassion, and artistic energy to create spaces for students to connect to social justice issues through an artistic lens. Her ability to support others through art and collaboration makes her a valuable resource to not only Mosaic, but all the collectives that she supports at SJSU. Thank you for all that you have done to inspire students, faculty, staff, and students through your amazing work.
Cindy Balbuena. Cindy is a fierce advocate and mentor for many students on our campus through her involvement at EOP and the Indaki Spartan Resource Center. As a mentor and leader, Cindy always goes above and beyond to ensure that her peers have the resources and support that they need to thrive and feel safe on our campus. Cindy's peers describe her as a welcoming and loving individual that is intentional about making sure that her peers are heard in all the spaces that she is a part of. Not only this, but she brings an amazing energy and an open mind to everything she does, especially during those Friday morning staff meetings when we are all half asleep.
Vincent Vu has been incredibly supportive volunteer and liaison to Mosaic in the 2021 Leadership Today retreat. Through their role at Spartan Eastside Promise program, Vincent has been able to connect students who are looking to build community and in need of resources with Mosaic. Additionally, the work that they did at Leadership Today 2021 Peer Mentor was above and beyond, not only during the retreat, but in the planning process. During the social connections portions of the retreat, Vincent helped students connect with each other and to shape their LT experience even on the Zoom platform. They also continue to do amazing work with the PETA Task Force, Peers in Pride, and the Campus Committee on Diversity, Equity, Inclusion with heart and passion.
Jocelyn Aguirre. In the last academic year, Jocelyn served as the program assistant for Sembradores, a K-5 mentorship and read aloud program of the Cesar E. Chavez Community Action Center here at San Jose State University. In her role, she has facilitated over 30 virtual read aloud sessions to over 2,700 K-5 youth across the local San Jose area. Jocelyn has a deep passion to bring diversity and representation in the classroom, and this was shown by coordinating a drag read aloud wherein she invited a drag queen to read to K-5 youth as an initiative to bring queer representation in the classroom. Prior to her role at the CCCAC, she was an active volunteer for the CCCAC as a mentor for the Sembradores program, participated and completed the Spartan Legacy Training Academy, and involved community participation in the Solidarity Network.
Edwin Sanchez Ochoa. The Chicanx Latinx Student Success Center has had the honor to work alongside with Edwin during this academic year in his role as a student success leader. In this short time, Edwin has demonstrated his dedication to serving other new students, serving as a peer mentor, always going above and beyond his role. Edwin has led innovative social media campaigns to help inform his fellow peers on important information to help them navigate online learning and is an active member in different campus committees. Edwin also serves as a resident advisor for the Rainbow Village. In this role, he also supports new students transitioning to SJSU during these unprecedented times. The Chicanx Latinx Student Success Center is humbled to recognize Edwin Sanchez Ochoa for his outstanding leadership and service to the SJSU community.
Yesenia Guzman. Yesenia Guzman is an active member and leader in the Spartan community. She is an active contributor to the Latino Business Student Association and a committed student success leader at the Chicanx Latinx Student Success Center. During her 2 years as a leader at Centro, Yesenia has developed workshops on the importance of wellness and self-care as a form of healing, always open to sharing her knowledge with her peers. She has moderated and emceed events like Latinas in Leadership, the Chicanx Latinx Fall Welcome, and the Chicanx Latinx Student Leadership Retreat, demonstrating her strong facilitation skills. Yesenia also participated in Leadership Today and is actively thinking about how to share what she learned with her peers. Thank you, Yesenia Guzman, for your last 2 years of service to the Chicanx Latinx Student Success Center and the community at large.
Melissa Williams. The Block is happy to celebrate Melissa Williams for her commitment to the Block through her time at SJSU. Melissa has shown excellence in leadership in creating meaningful experiences for Black Spartans. In 2018 and 2019, Melissa was a co-MC for one of our large-scale block programming. Her phenomenal facilitation skills helped us to bring energy to our events, and we are so grateful. Even now, she still gets on the Black Spartan Talk Show and holds space with our community through various topics of discussion. When it came to our name change, Melissa was adamant to ensure our name reflected something that Black students feel more connected to the space. We value Melissa's work and leadership at the block.
Jace Chang. Jace is actively engaged in a number of programs and advocacy across campus. They are passionate about mental health and accessible services and are leading student efforts on these issues through their role as a mental health ambassador. Jace has also been actively involved in LGBTQ+ community through support and research programs as a co-facilitator for the Asexual and Aromantic Meetup Group, an LGBTQ+ research group in the School of Education, and preparing to be a Peers in Pride peer mentor in fall. Jace's growth as a leader has stood out over this past year, and we look forward to their continued leadership on campus in the future.
Rebecca Lee. Rebecca is a dynamic student who has shown outstanding leadership through her work with the multiple departments and student organizations on campus. At the Gender Equity Center, Rebecca served as a student leader for SJSU Vagina Monologues to raise awareness of gender-based violence. She also served as a peer health educator trained in promoting bystander intervention and was a peer mentor for Leadership Today in 2021. Whether contributing in a large or small ways, formally or informally, Rebecca exemplifies a strong commitment to leadership and building community.
Congratulations. On behalf of the Solidarity Network, thank you for everything you've contributed this year. Now we'll hand it back over to Jordan.
Thank you, Diana and Caitlin. The next award this evening is the Distinguished AS55 Award. This award is presented to students who have demonstrated an outstanding commitment to San Jose State University and who continually give back to the community. They are the unsung heroes who make San Jose State the campus we are. I'd like to invite Brendan Kwok, Vice President for Associated Students, to help in conferring honors to this group of awardees.
Thank you. And now it is with great pleasure that we recognize and honor the following students as the 2021 AS55 award recipients. And now our first recipient is Shruti Kamath. Shruti is a graduating senior who has been a part of various organizations at SJSU since her freshman year. Whether you saw Shruti dancing and promoting diversity and inclusion in the SJSU Sahara Bollywood dance team or engaging with the SJSU women in business meetings, she is always trying to get engaged with the community. One of her latest accomplishments also include receiving the President's Scholar Award in May 2020. Next, we have Caleb Simmons, a student leader leading the fight in activism and advocacy for human rights, social justice, and sports activism. Caleb's a student athlete, leader, and passionate community member that has documented over 100 hours of community service for the African American community. One of his accomplishments is starting a social justice committee called SJSU Speaks Up. Next, we have Chelsea Nguyen. Chelsea is a dedicated Spartan who has built her own community on campus and challenged her leadership skills. As a peer health educator, she has volunteered over 200 hours, specializing in rest and relaxation. Chelsea's involvement in different areas has truly shaped her leadership. Next, we have Yoon Thu. Yoon is an involved Spartan who is a part of the AIESEC, youth-led nonprofit organization on campus. Her involvement with this organization has allowed her to challenge herself and sharpen her leadership abilities so she can continue inspiring teams she works on. Next, we have Anoop Kaur. Anoop brings positive energy and great commitment to all that she pursues. This individual has accomplished so much in such a short time. She is the current president for V-Day at SJSU and fundraising volunteer for Khalsa Aid. She continues to push herself and grow into becoming a better leader.
Heather Joy Salvaro. Heather is a student leader who gives back both in education and through social media. Her help with SJSU housing during the first half of the pandemic, whilst helping her sorority in the virtual world, is greatly recognized. Additionally, she was awarded as a President's Scholar for receiving a 4.0. Congratulations on being an AS55 recipient, Heather Joy Salvaron.
Next, we have Hannah Kylie Alforque, who demonstrates great passion and commitment to student leadership. Her involvement in various orgs like Akbayan SJSU and Society for Human Resource Management have allowed her to connect to culture, new networks, and create meaningful connections. Recently, Hannah was a Dean Scholar for Spring 2020. Next, we have Jovelli Newman. Jovelli is a great student leader and is known for her work within Peer Connections, where they help with personal and academic success. When they aren't helping students in Peer Connections, they are supporting students as a tutor for their major. Jovelli is a leader on campus that is definitely dedicated to the Spartan community. Next, we have Floriberta Sario. Flor is a thoughtful student leader that has been involved in many opportunities on campus and within the community. You may know Flor as the past president of Grupo Folclórico Luna y Sol, or as a board member for the Associated Students Student Government. Flor has been an example of an awesome leader who isn't scared to advocate for students' needs and a true leader in the Spartan community. Next, we have Amy Ngo. Amy presents great passion and dedication as a student leader. Amy is a third-year student who has been involved in multiple organizations, including Hike at SJSU, AS, Delta Sigma Pi, Theta Chi, and SHRM. One of Amy's achievements includes her advocacy towards spreading awareness for the Myanmar military coup and work with BMAS. Next, we have Anna Lopez. Anna presents great passion and dedication as student and community leader. Anna has been able to do research at SJSU whilst completing over 100,000 or 100 hours, volunteer hours, for Kaiser Permanente, even being awarded Volunteer of the Month. During this time, Anna has been keeping busy volunteering at COVID-19 vaccination and testing sites. Congratulations to our AS55 recipients. Please give them a round of applause. And now I would like to bring to the podium our AS Leadership and Government Coordinator, Samantha Kiambao.
Thank you. I would now like to take a moment to recognize the 2020-2021 Associated Students Board of Directors. The AS Board of Directors were able to accomplish many of their goals this year. Some of these goals included providing funding for the SJSU Cares and Housing Insecurity, passing resolutions that affect students, like endorsing the Philippine Humane Rights Act, resolution regarding international students, resolution addressing anti-Blackness and systemic racism at SJSU, just to name a few, and supporting students with resources during the COVID-19 pandemic. They have a lot to be proud of. These are the 13 board members and each of their charges that represent the student body at SJSU. Please join me in applauding their hard work and dedication this year. Zobeda Delgadillo, AS President, Brendan Kwok, Vice President, Flor Sario, Controller, Anoop Kaur, Director of Academic Affairs, Kylie Kim, Director of Business Affairs, Leland Palma, Director of Co-Curricular Affairs, Martha Michelle Mata, Director of Communications, Christopher Acosta, Director of Intercultural Affairs, Zachary Beer, Director of Internal Affairs, Cadence Skywalker, Director of Legislative Affairs, Nina Chuang, Director of Student Resource Affairs, Delilah Gomez, Director of Student Rights and Responsibilities, and Jocelyn Jones-Trammell, Director of Sustainability. Please help me congratulate each of these students for their dedication and commitment to the campus community. I will now hand it back over to Jordan Webb, who will begin to introduce the Student Organization Awards.
Great. Thank you, Samantha. Before we jump into the Student Organization Awards, we wanted to give our leaders in the audience an opportunity to share words of wisdom and encouragement with our audience. If you have any thank yous, tips to pass on to the future, or any other takeaways from your leadership position this year, please share it with us using the Zoom webinar chat. We would so love to see that and reflect on those and share them with everyone attending in a follow-up email. Now we will move on to our Student Organization Awards. San Jose State is home to over 350 recognized student organizations, or RSOs. RSOs consist of our fraternity and sorority community, club sport teams, academic and honorary societies, cultural and religious groups, and special interest clubs. These organizations are where many of our students develop essential skills, find community, and create long-lasting friendships and memories that they will carry with them beyond SJSU. At this point in the evening, we are going to present our program, operations, individual, and group awards. Individual award winners will have their awards mailed to them, while organization and program awards will be available to pick up in student involvement by organization leaders upon our return to campus. All award winners were determined through a nomination process in which students, faculty, staff, and off-campus partners could nominate outstanding organizations and students. Thank you so much to all that either submitted a nomination or reviewed nomination awards. Please note that nominees will be displayed along with each award category in order to honor all of those that have made an impact this year. To announce the awards, I welcome the student involvement staff who will be introducing our award winners, starting with Kira Taylor, Student Engagement Coordinator for Fraternity and Sorority Life, and Dylan Mazelis, Leadership Development Coordinator.
Thank you, Jordan. We will start with the program awards. The events and opportunities coordinated by our student organizations help bring information, resources, and unique experiences to campus and provide opportunities for students to learn and engage with one another. Student organizations and their leaders enrich student life and transform the university experience through programming. As we remember excellent programs that were nominated this year, we would also like to welcome you to share in the Zoom chat your favorite program, event, or opportunity that you took part in this academic year. Our organizations and university committee have provided so many impactful and memorable opportunities this year, and we would love for you to share with us some of your favorite moments.
Now, we will first start with our outstanding educational program. This award is presented to an organization whose efforts support participants' academic and professional pursuits and creates awareness around a specific topic, subject important to today's society. Our recipient this year is an organization that provided innovative and impactful educational opportunities for their members and the SJSU community. Their programs included, but are not limited to, a weekly series focused on self-care, a how to be an ally workshop, and a conversation on code switching in collaboration with staff and faculty members from the School of Journalism and Mass Communications, Department of African American Studies, Chicanx Latinx Cross-Cultural Center, Mosaic Cross-Cultural Center, and the Office of Diversity and Inclusion. The organization showed initiative in introducing students to not only various career paths and how their cultural and racial ethnic backgrounds impact their journeys in these careers, but most importantly, connected students to other faculty and staff on campus. In summary, this organization provided well-rounded opportunities for students to hear a variety of perspectives, have important conversations, and feel supported wherever their journey takes them after SJSU. And that's why we are happy to award the Outstanding Educational Program Award to the Black Honor Society for their fantastic series of programs this academic year. Great work, Black Honor Society.
The Outstanding Engagement Program Award is given to a student organization that executed an event or opportunity for participants to make connections and find purpose and community during their time at SJSU. This year, our recipient is an organization that completely revamped their mentorship program. The organization improved the experience in a variety of ways, such as having a point-based competition each month for mentors and mentees to bond and get to know each other, and rewarding mentorship pairs for practicing self-care activities together, such as exercising and playing video games. The series of opportunities resulted in the active membership of the organization quadrupling from the previous academic year. The nominator stated that this program lets students, quote, have life-changing events and opportunities to meet and be with friends that'll be there for you forever. And that it, quote, gave them permission to be your whole self, no matter what background you came from. I think that is a great summary for why they are so deserving. Congratulations to the Society of Asian Scientists and Engineers for their revamped mentorship program.
Our final program award is the Program of the Year. This distinction is awarded to one nomination that stood out above the rest. From all other program nominations, and this year, we were introduced to an inventive, transformational experience that allowed students to give back to the San Jose community in concrete and beneficial ways. The values of this organization are networking, leadership, mentorship, professional development, and community service. And their program perfectly demonstrates their skill and passion for all 5 of these. The program is headed by the executive board member, the director of consulting, who provides guidance to 2 project managers who each lead a 6-member team of consultants themselves. Using a predetermined schedule, these consultants connect with local businesses, do product and brand research, and ultimately develop a custom marketing plan for these small businesses. The nominator for this program highlighted the benefits and outcomes of this program extremely well. One of the best parts of the program is that our consultants get to make a genuine impact on local businesses. Most large corporations can funnel giant sums of money into their own personal marketing teams and massive projects, but most mom and pop shops can't. Thanks to our partnership, these businesses have a chance to learn how to market themselves better and compete on a more level playing field. Our consultants gain hands-on experience before even entering the workforce and gives them the opportunity to learn through trial and practice instead of through a textbook. It also gives them material to put on their resume to help give them a competitive edge when searching for a job in the future. Congratulations to this year's Program of the Year, the Marketing Association's Consulting Program. I will now pass it over to Ana Carrillo, Assistant Campus Programming Coordinator, and Helen C., Senior Operations Coordinator, to read the Operations Award. Congratulations.
Running a student organization is a huge task that not just one person can perform. The Operations Awards celebrate organizations that are able to leverage the skills, time, and expertise of their membership to be impactful in all facets of their organization, as well as create opportunities for future generations to contribute and develop as well-rounded individuals. Every decision that you make as an organization should be well thought out and intentional, and the recipient this year definitely demonstrates it.
The Contribution to Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award is awarded to a student organization that has demonstrated purposeful contributions to creating an environment of diversity, equity, and inclusion in the current academic year. Before we present our awards, we would like to share pre-recorded remarks from Dr. Kathleen Wong, Chief Diversity Officer for San Jose State University, honoring this year's recipients.
Thank you for giving me hope during what has been a historic year filled with heartache, rage, loss, and fear punctuated by moments of courage, fierceness, compassion, and yes, your student leadership. Hello, I'm Kathleen Wong. I'm the Chief Diversity Officer at San Jose State University. I want to congratulate our student leaders for all that you bring, for the strength you give others, for the advocacy you so courageously wield, and for your impatience for the rate of systemic change. Your student leadership gives me and many others hope and glimpses of what the world can be, as well as glimpses of the loss and grief we face daily, glimpses of greatness in the face of seemingly impossible odds. It is bittersweet to see the leadership accomplishments of the students on our campus. Bittersweet because the circumstances of your leadership and accomplishments are during a pandemic which has brought economic loss, displacement, sickness, and even death. I myself lost my brother to COVID-19. And in the midst of all of this, the continuing deadly systemic racism of policing and mass killings slices into our communities daily. Life is fragile with inequities and unequal burdens. For many of you, even in the face of all of this, and with the responsibilities of schooling and work, you speak up, you show up, and you hold us and those around you to standards of justice, equity, and community building. I congratulate you on this 10th anniversary of the Student Leadership Gala, and thank you for reminding us all that it is important to lead from where you are, no matter the conditions and no matter the circumstances. Your student leadership has made a difference.
Thank you so much for your thoughtful and inspiring words, Dr. Wong Lau. This year, we are honoring 2 organizations for their contributions to diversity, equity, and inclusion. Our first organization demonstrated dedication to ensuring that a wide variety of perspectives and needs were highlighted in their career field. The organization dedicated the academic year to having programs that were culturally relevant and representative and were neurodiverse, highlighting professionals of all abilities. 3 of their programs that highlighted their conscious decision to include all voices and experiences included the impact of racial microaggression on occupations, wellness, and health promotion, disability rights and legal advocacy panel, and building therapeutic alliance with BIPOC populations. The organization regularly partners with COTAD, the Coalition of Occupational Therapy Advocates for Diversity, in order to provide workshops and opportunities that are inclusive and relevant to trends in the field. In addition, the organization volunteered in a virtual capacity for the Multiple Sclerosis Society and assisted in preparing food baskets for individuals with HIV/AIDS affected by COVID-19. Congratulations to the Student Occupational Therapy Association for their thoughtful, impactful work this academic year.
Our second recipient of the Contribution to Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Award focuses their effort on outreach, activism, and equal representation. In a career field where only 27% of the workforce is female, this organization has dedicated itself to organizing events, resources, and mentorship opportunities for the next generation of students to break down societal barriers. Some of these efforts have included the Wow, That's Engineering Conference, a virtual opportunity that was held in March for over 90 high school students to be exposed to future employers such as Google, Lockheed Martin, and Oracle, and SWE++, a 10-week coding course offered to middle school girls. Both of these opportunities hope to give young women the knowledge and encouragement they need to combat imposter syndrome, instill confidence, and gain resources to be successful in the future. Additionally, an evening with industry panels brought female professionals to their virtual space for members to network, find allies and support, and gain valuable insight into potential career paths and personal growth. Congratulations to our second winner, the Society of Women Engineers. We will now move on to our Executive Board of the Year award. An organization's executive board consists of the president, treasurer, and any other officer positions. A well-functioning executive board is forward-thinking, delegates tasks and responsibilities effectively, and works harmoniously to fulfill the mission and purpose of the organization. This year, we have the privilege of honoring 2 organizations for this award. Our first award winner is a great example of how an executive board should grow and change as an organization does. As the general membership of the organization reached over 100 students this academic year, leaders of the organization increased the size of the executive board to 8 members in order to meet the diverse, complex needs of the organization overall, including officers dedicated to corporate relations, marketing, membership, and finance. Through their multiple nominations, this organization demonstrated commitment to introducing new board members and members interested in leadership positions to their roles in multiple ways, including PowerPoint presentations reviewing the roles and responsibilities, and meetings with both outgoing and incoming executive boards at the same time, as well as a one-on-one meetings for outgoing and incoming officers to connect and answer questions specific to the role. Finally, the organization utilizes multiple faculty members or advisors effectively by holding monthly meetings with them to inform them of upcoming events and projects and to ask for advice and guidance as they plan for long-term success of the organization. Help me congratulate the Women in Business for winning Executive Board of the Year.
Our second Executive Board of the Year award goes to one of the most detailed and organized award submissions that we've seen in our 10 years of the Student Leadership Gala. Through both a comprehensive video submission featuring all board members and a written application, the organization demonstrated an above and beyond ability to work collaboratively and provide opportunities that facilitated the growth of all facets of the student experience. Recognizing the challenges that distance learning creates on students' ability to socialize and find community, the organization not only launched a number of new virtual programs, but also experimented with a variety of ways to give members impactful ways to participate, such as breakout rooms with panelists and corporate partners, icebreaker activities, monthly raffles, and effectively using Slack as a messaging board and updates for members. The organization implements a feedback form every week to encourage brainstorming and open communication, and created 2 new committees that general members can join to provide thoughts and ideas on the future of the organization. The organization excels in mixing member involvement with professional development, with a multitude of options for mentorship, connections with alumni and corporate sponsors, and multimedia opportunities such as podcasts and articles to support students in their journey after SJSU. For the second year in a row, congratulations to Management Information Systems Association. Our next award is the Collaboration of the Year Award. This academic year was a great demonstration of why collaboration on an organizational scale is so important to our organizations. When time, energy, and money are at a premium, developing connections both across campus and in the local community are crucial in order to maximize an organization's ability to be impactful and benefit as many individuals as possible. Our recipient this year demonstrates a well-rounded effort to collaborate whenever they can. For instance, the organization networked with other regional chapters within California to host both single event panels as well as an entire virtual conference together. Additionally, they partner with the Women's Global Leadership Initiative to host a 2-day Women's Empowerment Conference together. Finally, they've worked with other women's focused student organizations on campus to network and meet common needs. Congratulations to this year's Collaboration of the Year award recipient, Women in Business.
I'm excited to present our next award, the Marketing of the Year Award. New to the Student Organization Awards this year, this award honors an organization that demonstrates outstanding effort in promoting their organization. Nominations for this category were asked to submit visual materials such as flyers, social media posts, and videos to demonstrate the organization's impact and skill in this area. We were thrilled with the amount of submissions that we received and had the pleasure of reviewing a wide variety of materials that were professional, polished, and effective. However, there was only one submission that stood out from the rest. This organization included over 10 inventive, original, and visually stunning videos and photo posts, including a full house theme introduction to their executive board, a professional and detailed recruitment video, and a 3-part video series that encouraged vulnerability and important conversations about how to support each other during stressful times. It is only fitting that our inaugural recipient of the Marketing of the Year Award is the Marketing Association. Fantastic job, everyone.
Another award new to the Student Leadership Gala is the Developing Leaders Award. This is presented to a recognized student organization who has demonstrated outstanding efforts in enhancing leadership capacity within the organization. Examples of this include providing members opportunities to build their leadership skills through multiple avenues, like leadership workshops, mentorship, committee work, etc., in order to grow their leaders both in and out of the organization. This year's award winner demonstrates a dedication to providing opportunities for general members to grow through 3 different opportunities. Their mentorship program allows students to get feedback on their career development and interviewing skills by being paired with the more experienced member of the organization. The buddy program gives members the ability to get to know officers better and learn more about the responsibilities and duties of various roles on the executive board. Finally, their graphic design, events, and marketing committee allows students to develop practical technical skills that could be extremely useful in a variety of entry-level positions after graduation. Congratulations to the Society for Human Resource Management for winning this year's Developing Leaders Award.
The Excellence in Fundraising Award celebrates a student organization who has demonstrated excellence and resourcefulness in raising money for their organization or a particular cause. The student organization tapped into 3 different funding resources on campus, such as the Associate Students Funding Process, the Student Activity Fund offered by SJSU's Annual Giving Department, and funds offered by their college in order to meet their needs. The award winner also showed dedication and invested a significant amount of time to meet their goals by reaching out to biotech and medical device companies, as well as graduate academic programs in and out of the Bay Area to sponsor the event. The various efforts by the organization resulted in $7,350 raised to hold the organization's annual medical device conference, a student-run forum for exposure to the latest advances in medical device technologies and regulations. Congratulations to the Biomedical Engineering Society, this year's recipient of the Excellence in Fundraising Award.
We will now begin our 3rd set of Student Organization Awards, the Individual Awards, starting with our Advisor of the Year. Presenting the individual awards will be Nancy Nguyen, Associate Director, and Henderson Hill III, Director of Student Involvement.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Student organization advisors play a crucial role in the development and long-term success of our community. The dedication, passion, and willingness of faculty and staff to offer insight, connect students to on-campus resources, and demonstrate their support help students grow and develop well beyond their time at San Jose State. Our Advisor of the Year Award recognizes individuals that have given outstanding service to an organization over the past academic year. This year, we have the honor of awarding 2 outstanding Advisors of the Year. Our first recipient was nominated by students for their genuine interest and support in students' ability to learn more about their industry at San Jose State. This advisor assisted students with the necessary knowledge and resources to restart their student organization chapter this year after a long period of inactivity. The advisor was especially helpful in encouraging the organization to enter the yearly Associated Schools of Construction student competition, where they could compete against and learn from other student teams. To speak about the impact of this opportunity, the nominator for this award stated, "It was the best college experience for all of us. We were coached to do real project planning and estimation, and we have gained confidence in our career, and we believe that we can do anything." Congratulations to Professor J. Payan, advisor for the Associated General Contractors at San Jose State. Thank you for all of your support for the student organization, and congratulations. I will now pass it on to Lisa to announce our second recipient.
Our next advisor goes above and beyond the roles and responsibilities of an on-campus advisor according to the nominator. The advisor demonstrates the qualities of an impactful mentor, which as being quick to respond, helping to brainstorm solutions to complex issues, and empower students to grow deep and develop. This support is felt not just by the executive board, but by all of the members. As this person regularly attends events, assists members with practicing presentations and giving feedback, and supports students in developing industry and professional skills to be successful after SJSU. Friendly and enthusiastic, this advisor clearly demonstrates the impact that an involved, supportive advisor can have on the operations and success of a student organization. For the second year in a row, we are happy to honor Richard Sessions as the Advisor of the Year for Management Information Systems Association. Congratulations.
Our next individual award is the Member of the Year Award. This is awarded to a student organization member whose involvement has contributed to the organization and the campus community in monumental ways. The nominator for this student had this to say: This person tries to make everyone feel welcomed and comfortable during all club meetings. They personally supported many individual members, notably international transfer students who did not have a strong connection with San Jose State. The nominee invited these students to join us for club activities and help them cultivate new connections with other club members. Many of these students had shared that they did not have a wide social circle and felt as if they knew no one at San Jose State. And this individual person provided a feeling of acceptance and inclusion that they felt were missing in their experience. In addition to creating a welcoming community for international students, this member was also recognized for redesigning the organization's website, suggesting and implementing a 2-week shadowing program to transition officer positions, and represented the organization at virtual, national, intercollegiate meetings to learn from other chapters across the country and share knowledge and tips that have made them successful. Congratulations to Min Woon Wing from Newman Catholic Student Association for being our Member of the Year.
Thank you, Nancy, and congratulations, man. We will now move on to the President of the Year Award. This year's recipient had an overwhelming amount of support and nominations from their peers and helped to provide direction, motivation, and organization to a community that is experiencing challenges and struggles at the outset of distance learning and COVID-19 pandemic. Nominators had the following to say about this president. This person demonstrates leadership by always taking initiative of tasks and delegating responsibilities in a proper way. They always listen to the input of every member and incorporates their ideas to make an event or project the most successful that it can be. On top of their excellent teamwork skills, they communicate really well and make sure to always reach out to team members. They are an inspiring person who always uplift others, spirit, and motivate them to work hard. Their work ethic, ambition for growth, and confident personality empower people around them to use their voice, work hard, and have a positive outlook in life. This person created a community where we felt more like friends rather than classmates. We had fun while being productive. They encouraged us to pursue our professional interests and relate them and bring these experiences to our organization to grow as a person overall. The recipient recognized our struggles and helped us face them, allowing us to grow and preparing us to help other incoming members that had similar struggles as well. This person clearly cares and is passionate about the work we do. Congratulations to this year's President of the Year, Nika Katrina Sison of the Marketing Association. Congratulations.
Thank you, Henderson. And congratulations again, Nika. Our final section of awards for this event are our Best in Category awards. These include the New Organization of the Year, Academic or Honorary Organization of the Year, Cultural or Religious Organization of the Year, Special Interest Organization of the Year, Club Sport of the Year, Fraternity and Sorority of the Year, and finally, our Organization of the Year.
Our next award is for our New Organization of the Year. This award highlights a student organization formed within the last 2 years that has impacted the SJSU community. Starting an organization from the ground up is one of the most challenging experiences that you can take on as a leader, and our awardee tonight is a great example of how collaboration, planning, and adapting can make your organization successful. This organization was just formed this past fall and has already accomplished much in their short time on campus. This has included collaborating on events with other organizations, such as working with the AR/VR Club to bring a guest speaker relevant to their industry to campus, as well as working with the Black Honor Society for an engineering careers in technology design event, which brought 6 tech professionals to network and discuss their field with students in breakout rooms. Although forming just over 6 months ago, the organization has seen no shortage of interest, with dozens of members at their events and in their Discord server. In order to ensure that their organization stays focused on their goals in a structured, planned way, 3 different committees and 12 functional officer positions have been created to meet the various needs of the organization as it grows. We are excited to see what opportunities, information, and resources this group brings to SJSU in the future. Congratulations to our New Organization of the Year, the UX/UI Association, or User Experience User Interface Association.
This year's Academic or Honorary Organization of the Year has shown a strong, well-rounded commitment to preparing students for the future in an innovative and organized fashion. Before the academic year even started, this organization strategically met over the summer to brainstorm and optimize recruitment methods to meet the challenge of not being able to do so in person. Through open communication and purposeful delegation across board members, the organization was able to plan a wide variety of opportunities for members during the school year. Primarily, the organization focused on hosting either a professional development workshop or holding a community service or social-based event on a weekly basis. They collaborated with the Bay Area community by bringing in organization alumni and other professionals in the area to speak about their work, and also gave back by raising money for breast cancer awareness and holding letter writing campaigns for healthcare workers and current patients. Their efforts this year have included a wide variety of partners, including at least 6 other student organizations, 3 on-campus departments, and companies like LinkedIn, Sony, Western Digital, and the Golden State Warriors. One of their most unique opportunities for members was their consulting program, where students worked in 2 different teams to do research and offer business solutions to San Jose companies, gaining industry exposure and experience while also contributing to the success of local businesses. Congratulations to this year's Academic or Honorary Organization of the Year, the Marketing Association.
We will now present our Cultural or Religious Organization of the Year award. Our first recipient was able to face the challenges of an all-virtual environment with determination and success. The organization utilized a survey at the beginning of the school year to determine when the best time to hold meetings would be and what types of activities students were hoping to get involved in. Their weekly club meetings included a diverse selection of activities that kept members feeling connected and supported, including game nights, virtual socials, and guest speakers that were arranged through the help of off-campus partners, such as the Diocese of San Jose and chapters at other CSU campuses. In the spring semester, organization members were able to virtually attend Seek 21, the largest college Catholic conference. In all, this organization provided a strong resource for spiritual support during the pandemic that resulted in membership increasing by 150% over the course of the academic year, with numbers still growing. Congratulations to Newman Catholic Student Association, our first cultural or religious organization of the year.
Our submissions were so strong for this category this year that we couldn't only pick one. Our second award highlights an organization that consistently and proudly provides support to our APITA community. While this organization also excels in structure, program offerings, and membership opportunities on a yearly basis, what stood out this year was a dedication and commitment to combat recent violence and hate crimes against APITA communities over the course of the last year. Members of the organization supported the local Bay Area Asian community in a variety of ways in the wake of multiple violent incidents, including voicing concerns and needs during an AAPI town hall at San Jose City Hall, and networked with local community organizations such as EM Collective and Vietnamese Roundtable to distribute personal security alarms to elderly Vietnamese men and women for their protection and peace of mind. Finally, the organization assisted with local efforts centered around the 2020 presidential election in the fall to encourage students to register to vote. Their multitude of efforts to strengthen, inform, and benefit our local community, the second cultural religious organization of the year goes to Vietnamese Student Association. And this is also their third year in a row receiving this award.
Our next Best in Category award is the Special Interest Organization of the Year. Special interest organizations can have a passion around a specific topic, idea, or hobby, and our award winner this year demonstrates how students can create communities of support and education no matter the circumstance. This year's honoree has only been on campus for a couple of years, but has already started to make a lasting impact and provided students the unique multimedia experience to further explore their passions and cultivate essential skills for the workforce. By networking with chapters at other campuses, the org has provided opportunities for members to meet students across California and found opportunities for growth and structure, such as implementing a team-based system where members can support each other while also holding one another accountable to deadlines and expectations. Outside of their typical scope of writing and publishing 6 to 9 articles on a weekly basis, the organization has hosted resume and LinkedIn workshops, fundraising for the National Women's Law Center, and launched both pen pal and mentor programs for members to network and find community. This organization has created an online, collaborative, and expressive platform for women at SJSU to feel safe and supported by one another. And we hope to see this community continue to grow and flourish. Congratulations to this year's Special Interest Organization of the Year, Her Campus at SJSU.
I would now like to honor our Club Sport of the Year. Club sports are competitive sport teams that travel across the country in a typical year to compete against other universities. Through this, students on these teams encounter unique challenges and experiences, such as navigating risk and liability, identifying coaches for practices that can support them, and learn valuable skills in the process, such as dedication, communication, interpersonal skills, and sportsmanship. During a year that challenged club sport teams to practice and compete together, one organization was able to expand their team and achieve some impressive results competing in a virtual environment. They were able to expand their membership and participation into a wider variety of competitions, including with the Corporate Esports Association, GCI, Ultimate Gaming Championship, and various competitions in the Mountain West Conference. Currently, the organization houses teams for 8 different games and had a variety of placements in tournaments for games like League of Legends, Echo Arena, Beat Saber, and Apex Legends, and had 3 first-place finishes in the first-person shooter Valorant. Congratulations to the esports at SJSU club team for their accomplishments this year.
We would now like to bring back Kira Taylor and Nancy Nguyen, who will provide awards and recognition for our fraternity and sorority community.
Hello again, everyone. Fraternity and sorority life at San Jose State consists of 40+ chartered chapters on our campus that span across 4 governing councils, all with shared values of scholarship, service, philanthropy, and siblinghood. Joining a fraternity or sorority is an excellent opportunity for students to find a home that connects to their core values, expands their leadership skills, and become part of a network of fellow brothers and sisters locally, regionally, nationally, and even internationally. The first Greek organization at San Jose State was Kappa Kappa Gamma, founded in 1896. This year, we celebrate 125 years of fraternities and sororities at San Jose State. San Jose State has a long history of fraternities and sororities providing a sense of belonging to students and giving back to their community in this year. And this year was no different despite a global pandemic.
This last year, I have had the pleasure of serving our fraternity and sorority community as the United Sorority and Fraternity Council and National Pan-Atlantic Council Advisor. 2 weeks ago, we held our annual Fraternity Sorority Life Award celebration, where individuals and chapters were recognized for scholarship, service, philanthropy, and programmatic efforts. For scholarship, congratulations again to National Pan-Atlantic Council chapters Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated and Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated for earning Best in Academics. In the area of service and philanthropy, we acknowledge Alpha Omicron Pi Sorority, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, and Delta Upsilon Fraternity for their outstanding contributions to the community. The impact of the work our students do in their organizations is immeasurable, but is always greater with intentional partnerships and collaborations. Sigma Alpha Zeta Sorority was recognized for their efforts towards educating peers and working in collaboration with the community and campus partners, including the Gender Equity Center and the YWCA of Silicon Valley for Domestic Violence Awareness Week and Month. To see our full list of awardees, please see our awards link in the chat. It is a great YouTube video, and I hope you'll check it out.
At this time, we are excited to announce this year's Fraternity of the Year and Sorority of the Year awards. Organizations are typically selected holistically based on their submissions in our annual accreditation process, also known to the community as Standards of Excellence. This year, our fraternity and sorority chapters presented to campus and community members in the following areas as part of the Standards of Excellence process. They demonstrated to us how their organizations operated, what support resources they had, what activities they participated in or created to live out the organizational mission and values, how they were able to keep each other accountable. They shared with us their recruitment efforts and how they transitioned officers for the sustainability of the organization. And lastly, their relationship to SJSU and the campus community. And so, what campus leaderships they took on during the year, as well as what opportunities they provide for campus leadership. Overall, our fraternities and sororities are expected to be positive contributors to the SJSU campus community. And so based on the criteria above, we selected 2 awardees for the Fraternity of the Year. Our first recipient is a chapter that has worked hard over the last 2 years to rebuild their chapter in order to live out the mission and values of their organization, building better men. Over the last year, they've brought back alumni to support recruitment efforts by sharing their experiences within the chapter and the benefits to their current professional careers. Alumni have provided engagement tips on LinkedIn, social media, and more. As referenced earlier, the chapter was recognized for their philanthropic efforts in supporting our surrounding communities during COVID-19. This past February, 100% of our members attended our fraternity sorority educational session, Be a Dream Maker, your role in making fraternity and sorority life great. Contributing to the surrounding community and utilizing campus and community resources to better educate themselves is what makes this chapter stand out. Please help me in congratulating Delta Upsilon as Fraternity of the Year. I will now pass it to Kara to share our second award winner.
Thank you, Nancy. Congratulations to DU. For our second award winner for Fraternity of the Year, you might recognize quite a few of them around campus, whether that be serving as Associated Students Board members, welcoming you to campus as orientation leaders, or supporting a crisis call as a residential advisor. Their mission is to empower and encourage their members to become better men of culture, men of harmony, and men of friendship. Over this last year, the chapter has worked diligently with their national headquarters to holistically improve chapter operations and culture through participation in various educational workshops and development of accountability plans. As the chapter has educated themselves on fraternity best practices, they have also translated the same lessons to the larger community where 4 members currently serve on the Interfraternity Council. Over the last semester, we have witnessed Delta Sigma Phi members model intentional and strategic recruitment of members, build community across chapters through an IFC executive retreat, and offer feedback and suggestions for the improvement of council communication and operations. Congratulations again to Delta Sigma Phi as the Fraternity of the Year. I will now pass it back to Nancy.
All right, congratulations, Delta Sigma Phi. It has been a pleasure working directly with you all this semester in multiple spaces and just seeing you all grow individually and collectively. Congratulations again. This year, I also had the pleasure of working closely with our sorority chapters. And again, we couldn't just choose one. So our first recipient is from our Panhellenic Council. They have excelled in living out their organizational mission and values, specifically around sisterhood and encouraging campus and community involvement to build confidence in their leaders. 3 members were part of our SJSU delegation to attend this year's virtual Association of Fraternal Leadership and Values Conference. Members participated in a month-long series of educational workshops and brought back their knowledge to our annual AFLV Learn and Teach. Locally, the chapter vamped up their monthly newsletters to reconnect many sisters and alums together. This increased their ability to set up virtual socials with other chapters nationwide, helping new members build the connections that they needed. Members also served as active members on the Panhellenic Council, where they have contributed to stronger inter-chapter bonds through weekly check-ins, Panhellenic programs, inclusive of their Support Women in Small Businesses event in collaboration with the United Sorority and Fraternity Council for International Women's Day. I can't help but be so proud of these women. Please help me in congratulating Kappa Delta on Sorority of the Year.
This year, I had the pleasure of working particularly close with the next chapter recipient for Sorority of the Year. The women of this sorority pride themselves on multiculturalism with their motto, Sisterhood Through Education. These women have continued to not only expand and grow in their own sisterhood, but they have created exceptional programs to increase their reach across the campus community. With persistent efforts and creative methods, this chapter has spread knowledge and resources virtually about domestic violence awareness and sexual assault awareness. Locally, they have raised money, awareness, and expanded education through partnerships with Mosaic, Next Door Solutions, and the YWCA of Silicon Valley. Members from this chapter were also charged this year in a pandemic with hosting their national conference for their sorority, and were able to format virtual workshops that focused on sisterhood, leadership, and mental health for the several chapters that occupy this region. I am pleased to present the Sorority of the Year Award to Sigma Alpha Zeta Sorority Incorporated. Congratulations again,
And I will turn it back over to Jordan to introduce Organization of the Year.
Thank you so much, Nancy and Kira. Last but not least, we are excited to present the Organization of the Year. This award is determined from submissions from Best in Category nominees. This year, we were extremely impressed with the impact, hard work, and visibility of one organization in particular. As has been demonstrated in other awards tonight, this organization has shown skill and effort in purposeful collaboration, fulfilling the goals and purpose of the organization, and providing impactful, memorable experiences for students that they can learn from and reflect on long after SJSU. This organization provides so many programs and opportunities, all of which center on personal and professional development, providing education on opportunities both in college and in the workforce, and instilling confidence and providing positive role models for future students. They met the challenges of distance learning and engagement head on, maintaining a helpful Slack channel and sending newsletters to members on a weekly basis, and their tireless efforts resulted in the organization almost doubling in size this year. The organization has expanded their reach beyond campus in multiple ways, from a mentorship program where members are partnered with peer industry professionals, to consulting projects where over 30 members were able to work collaboratively with startup companies to brainstorm improvements and suggestions for their business, and members gained valuable experience in areas such as marketing, finance, and operations. Members have found meaningful connections and are prepared for the future through a multitude of opportunities, including networking events, industry panels, social opportunities, and community outreach projects. This organization hopes to break the glass ceiling boundaries in the professional world, and we think that the growth, adaptability, and hard work they have put in this year shows that the future is bright and that the boundary will be broken if they have anything to say about it. Congratulations to our Organization of the Year, Women in Business. That wraps it up for our Student Organization Awards for this year. Again, thank you so much to all nominees and nominators for making tonight's recognition possible. Year after year, I continue to be inspired, amazed, and thankful to our organization community, whether they are furthering academic pursuits, building community for like-minded individuals, or educating the next generation of leaders. I'm now going to turn it over to Dylan to discuss the Leadership and Career Certificate Program and future leadership opportunities for students looking to continue their leadership journey.
Thanks, Jordan, and thank you to everybody in the audience sticking with us till the very end of the program tonight. One of our strongest leadership development programs in student involvement comes via a collaboration with the Career Center, our Leadership and Career Certificate Program. This program is a semester-long experience that engages students in a variety of critical concepts, professional development resources, and many opportunities for further exploration. It was designed to be virtually accessible since its launch well before our full shift to remote learning, since it is structured to adapt to all students' schedules and locations. While we are looking forward to bringing back some of the hybrid components in the future, we are very proud of the way that our students have persisted and built community through their engagement with us this semester. Our diverse group of dedicated participants includes students from all academic levels, from first-year students to graduate students, international students to first-generation students, and students from a wide variety of majors and other backgrounds. The main content in the program is organized into 5 modules, including Leadership and Career Foundations, Building an Essential Leadership Toolkit, Communicating Effectively, Cultivating Inclusive Leadership, and Marketing Your Leadership Skills. Between these modules, students extended their learning by engaging with events across campus, including the Spartan Speaker Series, workshops hosted by faculty and staff, discussion groups and processing spaces, student organization programs, and many more. By reflecting on the connections between their experiences and the content they're learning, These students have demonstrated their impressive ability and willingness to take charge of their own leadership journeys. We continue to be impressed with the manner in which our students prioritize their leadership development while balancing many responsibilities and expectations, going through major life adjustments and experiencing health and family concerns. Their commitment to bettering themselves and their communities is very humbling, and it is an honor to work with this fantastic group of student leaders. Our students still have until the end of the semester to complete all of the modules, and we have a great group of participants who've already met all of these requirements. Please join me in taking a moment to celebrate the achievements of all of these students on the screen. Their names can also be found in the digital program guide in our link tree. Congratulations to all of these students who've successfully finished the program and to those who are on the path to completion. In addition, thank you to my colleagues in the Career Center, the leadership and staff of the Office of Student Involvement, and all of our other campus partners for creating and investing in this transformational experience for our students. For all the students who will be continuing at SJSU in the fall, there are many opportunities to develop higher level skills or discover new passions. We will have our annual Spartan Leadership and Career Conference, which is a one-day commitment to learn about a variety of great leadership topics. We will also extend the invitation for student leaders to present a breakout session of their own at this conference, and we hope to see some of you submit a proposal. We also have our SJSU chapter of the National Society for Leadership and Success, which is a nationwide honor society with many great resources. We continue to develop new opportunities for our student leaders who are excelling in our existing programs, so keep an eye out for even more information in the future. There are also countless additional programs, positions, and other experiences hosted by associated students, the Solidarity Network, student involvement, and other departments and organizations on campus. We encourage you to explore these opportunities as you continue your journey. And with that, we have concluded all of our awards and recognitions for tonight. I will pass it back to Jordan for just a few more closing announcements.
Congratulations to all of our awardees this evening. As a reminder, some of the awards presented tonight may have a physical plaque or certificate associated with it, and the respective offices coordinating each award will reach out to recipients for further information. Again, thank you to all of our students, faculty, and staff who spent the time to submit nominations and recognize your fellow Spartans during this time. To continue this circle of recognition, we encourage this year's award winners to consider nominating others for next year's celebration. The work that all of our students, programs, and organizations do are important, and we are so glad to be able to highlight that tonight. Before we close, we also want to acknowledge the hard work and dedication of our Leadership Gala Committee members and everyone that has shared their time and energy to create tonight's event. To all of our attendees, thank you for joining us this evening in our virtual space. Congratulations again, nominees, award recipients, and guests here today. Whether it be peers, family members, staff, faculty, or administrators who have supported our students along the way and have contributed to their success. We are also very excited for our students who are graduating, and we hope you recognize that your leadership journey is far from over. There will be many opportunities for you to continue refining the skills you've developed so far, and there will always be ways in which you can support your SJSU community. As alumni, you all will have a powerful perspective you can use to provide insight, mentorship, and developmental opportunities for our current and future Spartans. Please let us know in the chat if you are graduating. Thank you for your contributions to SJSU, and we're so excited for you to start your next journey. We would also like to highlight a variety of graduation celebration opportunities available to graduating students in our community, which you can see here. Links to participate and learn more about these opportunities are also included in our link tree for tonight's event. We can't wait to celebrate you and your accomplishments even more. Again, thank you for joining us this evening. Don't forget to sign our digital guest book available through the link tree to honor our guests in your own words. The link tree also includes a form where you can share your thoughts and feedback on tonight's experience. Have a great night and go Spartans!
you.